son, I love him for him, I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to back to back. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we're at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. With the echoes of cannon blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone, the Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with the New Orleans Saints. Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And off we go from Tampa. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now Bruce Arians, with the play clock running low, is going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready, white 25, white 54, white 54.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down now, it's Jones. He'll have a first down past the 40 and finally taken down at the 44-yard line. 27 yards there, a first down. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's 2 ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him.
Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry, 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Now Breeze. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Ready? 5-8, 5-8. It's our time. Hey, easy.
On second and 9, Breeze into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to...
And this is caught inside the 5. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. O.J. Howard, 57 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. A lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 33-yard line.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Championship, baby. Hey, easy. Motion to backfield. Motion to the backfield. Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. 11.
To throw is Breeze. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Watch the twist. Here we go, here we go. Here we go, here we go.
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Ready, take.
On 2nd down, Kamara gets through, and now an opening. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara, 27 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Get ready. Get ready.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 1st down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. These two teams all tied after 1. Ready. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll try to throw now. Winston. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 42. They'll run on first down. It's Jones. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. On 2nd and 2, Winston. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. O.J. Howard. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
The Saints take over. Let's go. At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They begin on the ground with Kamara, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Easy. Check, 45.
On 2nd and 12, Breeze, and it's hauled in by Jared Cook. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Opposite. Here we go.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That is 3 plays and out. It's 4th down.
So Breeze is going to stay out there, and they're going to go for this on 4th down.
Opposite.
So here we go on 4th down with Breeze. And Ginn's got it. 20, 10, 5, touchdown, New Orleans. Ted Ginn, 72 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Lutz good on the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Winston now. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Mike Evans, 39 yards, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. First carry for a Central Florida alum, Latavius Murray. Murray has the first down and more. He's at the 40. Past the 20, 10, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Latavius Murray, 75 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Lutz with the extra point, and we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. It was Jason Pierre-Paul who was able to get him down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
Toss play, Kamara. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Let's go. Ready.
A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, kid. 45 to Mike. 45 to Mike. Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. Hey, easy.
From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. He'll let it, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 34.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Ready. 125. 54 Mike. Oh, you got deep? Check. First down. Let's go.
On first down, Jones. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. 25 yards as his guys have now moved out in front. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious? Blitz coming, and down he goes. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. Winston looking deep downfield. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. O.J. Howard on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long.
21.
Breeze going to throw. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Breeze now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here.
We own it. You kill. 45. Mike, 45.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. He was trying to get it to his running back, Alvin Kamara. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Push him back. Push him back.
Again, it's Breeze. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Breeze to throw again. He's going to float this one deep right side. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. From the 31, Breeze. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
From the gun, it's Breeze. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Levante David making his presence felt in the backfield.
Kill. 53. Hey, Foxtrot. 45 to Mike.
They do go for it. It's Breeze. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Give him 18 there, and the Saints have a first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And he'll let it fly in the direction. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 18. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They'll go again to Jones. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
He was brought down by Von Bell. It's a gain of 3. Brings up third and 4.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 3 plays, all resulting in 3-yard carries to bring up 4th down. Throwing, Winston. It's caught, Jones.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Waddle Jones. He scored on the ground and through the air as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll make it 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now Breeze. He gets it to Thomas. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Hey, Delta. 45, Mike, 45.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. Well, partner, let's put a bow on the Super Bowl for Kansas City. What a comeback win. Yet another come-from-behind victory for Patrick Mahomes and company. An absolute heartbreak for San Francisco.
Didn't Madden predict Kansas City would win the game?
Yes, 35-31, I believe they predicted.
I felt like most of the predictions I saw had the game in the 30s, so a little bit lower scoring than we expected, but a lot of fireworks down the stretch, all by Kansas City. But how about San Francisco? Had the lead in the ball, under 12 minutes to go, and held Kansas City to 10 points through 3 quarters. And so
a breakaway from Michael Thomas. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Michael Thomas, 62 yards. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is taken near the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan. Back now in Tampa. It's the Bucs. They've got the football. They also are in front here on the scoreboard as we start the 4th. They're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
4-7's the mic. 4-7's the mic. Easy.
To throw, Winston. Trying to lay one up deep. That's caught inside the 20. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Mike Evans. 77 yards as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. It seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Well, not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
36.
45. To throw, it's Breeze. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
45.
Breeze again here on 2nd and 10. Looking again for Thomas. This time complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5.
I'm here all day. Hey, orbit. 45 the mic. 45 the mic.
Here's Breeze to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. There's Breeze. And now here is another interception. Picked off around the 37. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Now that turnover might just about do it. Here, 4th quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
Exactly right. They played smart. Couple of first.
And Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Eli Apple. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. A little bit of space there for the 1st down run, as that's going to get them about 5 yards. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. A 10th carry for Kamara. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
To throw is Breeze. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. So the screen pass goes backwards. That play seemed to have a potential disaster written all over it from the start.
I mean, wasn't that a tough spot on the field to make that call? You're inviting defensive linemen and linebackers to get pressure. So if one of them sniffs this out, you're definitely in danger. And this time, it costs them 2 points. Now, that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Now Winston airing this one out for Evans. And Evans calls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans 60 yards as his guys continue to pour it on. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Catch it. Here, 21.
Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
It's a loss of a yard. And it's 3rd.
Breeze looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Ndamukong Suh with a sack. We've seen that a ton since he entered the league in 2010. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset, and they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And my goodness, another interception. He's picked off near his own 48, and they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Ready. Blue ready. Flip it. Come on, D. 47,
Following the interception, Winston. He's going to let this one go deep. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Ready.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that.
And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 26. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. They'll run on 1st down. Jones. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Marcus Davenport there to take him down.
Right there.
They're looking to throw this. Winston. He finds his tight end Howard. That's complete. That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Jameis to throw it. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
The Saints take over.
Here we go.
Here we go. 25-yard line.
Ready.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today, coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
One set.
Bree's going to try and throw on third down. And some room to maneuver. There he goes, right side. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.